I'm going to ask you the same. Is just be aware if there's anything that happens on the inside as you remember that moment. Uh,
Yeah, a smile on the outside and real joy on the inside, feeling just a sense of warmth. Just being able to support someone when she
But
needed it.
I'm going to invite you too to notice the warmth.
Hmm.
Because, one of the things why I invite people to notice why tracking is so important is that when we notice the warmth in our well-being, that's our resilience that expands. And oftentimes people
Right.
go, oh, I can even feel it. And oftentimes they'll even move their hands outwards, kind of feeling it spread. You'll notice that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
Well,
you.
yeah, well, the other thing, because I can see there's a reverend before your name, I brought this to
Sure.
many faith communities. And I was in Atlanta doing a crim teacher training. And many people that were, being trained for sea learning in other parts of Emory. And there were some chaplains there that were giving care to the juvenile justice system in Atlanta. And one
Hmm.
of the in Atlanta, they call me Miss Elaine, that's Southern perspective.
Yes, we sure
And they
do.
said, a gentleman came, a pastor came to me and he said, Miss Elaine, I want to share something with you. He said, I've been saying the Lord's Prayer every morning since I can remember, but I never said it and then noticed what happens on the inside. And I never felt so close to Jesus as I felt this morning. I said, and again, as he was telling me about it, I said, well, what are you noticing on the inside? And he was like full of light. But I've also asked people of different religions. I was in China after the horrible Sichuan earthquake, and I remember I would ask a question, is that what is helping you? There was often an effigy of the Buddha around people's neck, a jade effigy, and people would touch the effigy and they'd say, oh, the teachings of Buddha. And they would have a spontaneous breath, and you would just see this wide opening again. So I
Mhm.
think the sensory system is so connected can be so connected to our well-being, which is why I love the way, for example, Jillian started the meeting today with that very important question, because that is a way that we can nurture, our community when we start, whether it's a staff meeting, whether it's a classroom setting, whether you're maybe bringing these ideas to a group of teachers and saying, oh, why don't we, I'm going to invite you to start with thinking about something that uplifts you, that brings you joy or peace. Those things, oh, that's a kind of a different way. Because oftentimes, as we all know, when we start speaking, we often get into conversations that aren't pleasant. So I'm going to let you know why I asked that particular question.